Evening all. I hope that we are well this fine eve. And by eve, I mean 12 p.m. Tee. I just need to, I realized as I hit the live button, I did not have any of the references saved to this file, so I'm just gonna pop those up real quick. I'm a professional, I swear, sis. Yeah, today, let me switch you over to the correct stream. This. We're gonna be working on a little RPG stock pack idea I've been mulling around with. Our theme is gonna be the sort of fantasy children ancestry, since if I learned anything from being in a Witchlight game, there aren't a lot of those images mulling about. Squat, yes. Didn't just put in the group chat for you, Miss Chance, but yes, we are starting with your favorite. We got a little dwarf lad here. So it took some mulling around with to not appear halfling or like an 80-year-old man. But to be fair, babies do just sometimes be like that, as I'm sure you know specifically. Oh, do I not have that image saved anyway? Oh well, who needs a lighting reference? Yeah, well, I like. This is how you know I was working late with no thoughts at all. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, my favorite sweat. Or give me the one look absolutely middle-aged at 5. You're being generous by giving them till 5. But yeah, so I have my little hatching lines all set up here. And yeah, what a simple one to start with, but kind of wetting the feet, getting used to how much detail and such are going to be in these little packs. Yeah, let's get started. I'm not gonna pretend to do a streamlined process. I am just gonna plop down my colors and have a good old time. I don't have any... I've not had any thoughts about any of the colors of this piece, so we're truly just gonna put some colors down and see what happens. Yeah, what's everyone been getting up to? I definitely remember the time was going backwards and didn't only just realize it upon looking at my clock that is a week late on doing it automatically. Not me. Okay, that's working. Skin tone to this little feller. I cannot believe I do not have any of these images saved. I'm still dim outside. Rip. Very rude of this specifically to you. Touch. I'm gonna start by plotting in my little face tones. And once we get these locked in, we'll do the rest of the little colors, just since it's easiest. We're gonna start with some little red tones. The blood and the body. Lighten these up a bit. So since he is a little babu, Big old red cheeksies. This kid looks like he is such a problem. All children are such a problem. But yes, we're gonna do this. And if you don't know, with like face tones and hues and such, there's a very simple kind of way to do it. There's more colors. So now, kind of our middle layer of the face, playing with our nosies, our earsies and such. The skin's quite thin, so all the blue that appears in the skin. And kind of the forehead, eyebrow region, you get the more yellowy, the saturated tones. We'll kind of vaguely plot these in. I'm not gonna worry too much for this little guy. And then, especially for if we're gonna do a little dwarf child with some terrible little peach fuzz, we're gonna get our green tones in around the kind of jaw region. And then we can get a little more fancy. We can add our kind of blue tones to the kind of corners, the kind of model of his mouth. And the lower eye. And kind of a bit here. Yeah. And we can tone this down a little bit, but I like to just plot in some different hues to the face, because for me personally, my goal is whenever you're gonna take your color picker out, I want it to dance. I want that color picker to just wibble wabble around and not be stationary for my sort of style. Get his little sclera color in. Or normal brush. And get some kind of orangey colors in. Real lightly put that in little corners. Wibbly colors. The color's got a wibble wobble. Kind of a more pinky tone for his lips. Little devious lips. Yeah. Main little brush. Can tone down the lower one a bit. This one a bit darker. His little upper lip. Okay. I'm gonna add a bit more inky to the cheeks rather than this. And sticking a bit more orange. Okay, yeah, that works. Light little dabbings here. Okay. Now to do his little... I can vaguely block in his hair. I'm not gonna be too specific since when I'm working with the face, I'm gonna bleed into those lines. I don't gotta be too precious with it. And just do it brown, potentially. Make it a bit darker. That works. To his ear bit there. This will be good to kind of get a bit of the eyebrows placed in, since that always, it's something I stare at a lot if I'm working on a face and there's no shading in there. Sticks out like a sore thumb for me. Little eyebrow. Boop, boop, boop. Just darken them a bit. Get this kind of frame the face line blocked in roughly as well. Be a little lighter on the sides of the face. Leave that in. Eyebrow game a point. You gotta be when you're like a 8-year-old or whatever age just vaguely is. And before Jenny yells at me for not knowing any child ages. An idea I had while I was sketching up was to maybe put some small rings and these little sideburns, but I'll pop those in kind of at the end when we're kind of going over these little hatching lines. Since I think I'm gonna have this be probably my quick render style, or a mixture of that. Not sure if I'll go the full 100 yards with that or not. Thing I will do before I forget is he has a bit of the cyber block out that's different, so I'm gonna lighten that up before I forget about that so my brain sees it. Yeah. Just do kind of brown hazily for the eyes. Swap those in. Vaguely get the little light point in his pupil. Just boop, boop. That little speck of light really increased that deviousness, not gonna lie. Right, so now can get his little it's got kind of like a little wool capelet thing going on. Let's see what color. And have this be a kind of brown apron. So we'll kind of plop in a quick brown. Make it a bit warmer. There we go. Color. Go well with this. This kid gives some Jack Black vibes and I can't explain why. This child will grow up to play Bowser. You know, I was staring at this image thinking he was reminding me of someone. I don't know if it was Jack Black specifically, but that does feel like a piece of what this child looks like. Maybe a dingy kind of green. Numerology. Okay, that could kind of work. Maybe. Vaguely fill it in. We'll do a different color for his shirt underneath. Yeah, so not sure how many I'll do, but my kind of idea for this is to get most of the various fantasy ancestries a kind of little Babu child portrait. So for popular demand, and by popular demand I asked my two friends who I was speaking to at the time of which ones they would want. We have a dwarf. We'll probably next time get started on a halfling little Babu, and then go from there. See how many we can kind of get in this little pack before I lose interest. Stereotypical white potentially for his under little shirt. I didn't realize I made such a criminal child with this sketch. No? This kid smashes mailboxes with a steel bat. Steel bat, he hand cards, so it's his right, potentially. We might have to do a secondary dwarf that isn't a criminal. Alright, so here's our little color blocking of lad. Gonna add a bit more shadow. Cute little mouth is his redeeming feature. Only one, and it's a little tiny little yep, mouth. Kind of darken this because the main thing that was hard with this is to make it not seem like a halfling child. And I try to imply a bit more stubble. Touch. Also reduce it a bit since he is a baboon. Does this child have 5 o'clock shadow? He might have to, so he doesn't get confused with halfling. This is a child burning the midnight oil. Turn up his little Uzis a bit. They're such large Uzis. Make them pink. I might change that shirt color at some point. Depending on how annoyed I get with it. Right, so we're gonna start with a kind of multiply layer to start our little base shadows. Gives a little head start with that, and then after I do a little bit of work with that, we'll start our kind of overline layer, where we start just getting rid of these little hatchings that worked so hard to do. Because that's our puppy cakes. The difference between an 8-year-old dwarf and a middle-aged halfling is not large. It looks like he craves the children crave for the mind. Boy's got mine eyes. Gonna start. Not sure how much I'll do today. Since I do have my little client work I should get to, but you know, we'll just have this as a treat. Just get my big brush to just vaguely plot it in. Big old square nose runs in the family. The squarest of noses. What a nose knows, No shading started. Also want to have the shadow frame his little cheeksies to kind of accentuate them. Very lightly, just kind of curve a shadow there. Now curve away. Might also hue shift this multiply layer to blend a bit more. See? And shaded it. Find his ears, see? That the roughish of just block ends. I'll have to try to find my initial lighting reference later in the day, since I'm sure if I go into the blood hunter dog nose mode, I can find it. Just need like 20 minutes to go down my rabbit hole to retrace my steps. Give a little brow ridge a shade. Vaguely gonna add some form of freckles. Let's see what brushes I have. I can achieve that well. Like, yeah, good enough. I'll worry about that later. Dimples a shade. That up, and I guess that these edges there. And let's play around with shifting the hue, see if that gives us something a bit more desirable. Yeah, okay. Kind of shifting that to make it a bit more of a thing. Yeah, a bit more of a purpley tone helps than the red. There. Do another layer. I'm gonna switch to a soft light. I'm gonna pop in some more random little hues as well. Kind of have some kind of bounce light into the terms of colors and shadings looking but just punchable. Criminal, baby. Criminal. Baboon. It's kind of a reoccurring thing with my art, I think. The lines are very punchable. Little colors around. Some blues. We might also, for fun, pop a posterization layer in a second. Greens. Tool green. Where's it? And on the shirts and visible. Alright, let's pop in. Let's see if this works. Find desirable. As we know that Jenny, so cruel to the children. How you doing over there? My favorite little yokel. You spooked me by not having proper capitalization in your name, by the way. I think this will work, yeah. We'll clip this to our little layer. This hasn't reached the confines of it. Congratulations, Janny, you know how to pin messages. And secondarily, I think you can fix the mistakes of your past in Twitch settings, by the way, because I've had to fix my mistakes of Twitch past. I think there's, unless they've gotten rid of it, there is a specific correct capitalization field somewhere. I'll see if I can screenshot that later for you. Alright. Got our... It looks a mess in the face, but on the little apron, this posterization works quite nice. Let's see. See if I just kind of make it a little less harsh on his face, but I want to keep these little different tones and keep it fun. Alright, solid. Let's merge that layer. Now we're gonna kind of work these tones in a bit more before I fully switch over to the overline phase. Get my vaguely canvasy brush out, kind of start mixing. I'm also eventually gonna pop off this vague toned background since I think I'm just gonna leave it a white one. Seems to be I think that's mainly what people have with the token backgrounds, sort of thing. See a little bit more, a little highlight color here. Gonna at some point add a different kind of Fred patchwork color underneath that little shadow there. I don't want this to have too many deep values, since this will be a kind of wool capelet. I don't know if that's the correct word, but a little cape for a little laddie. Gonna get my little weird brush, wherever it is. Pop in a lighter color for the leather. It'd be cold in the coldest mines. He's just a little lad. Quickly pull up a reference for this little leather apron. I'm not fully winging it. My little winging is allowed. Get our little color here. And this little green. Cheers for doing your job, Miss Lace. Very efficient Swede. Good mod, yes. Only the bestest mods. Speaking of which, let me see if I can do this very quickly. Had to reload this because you fixed your username. Let's see if I can make you. I can give you power. Let me. This boy here. Okay, you should now have a moderating powers, my favorite yokel. Been granted privileges, according to the Twitch. Ready to go power hungry. Gonna make this more yellow or red tinted. Kind of looking a bit weird there. It's a little short. Look at that, Have fun, my little mods, trying to ban each other. I know you need your enrichment. Get a kind of warmer, reflective tone. This little apron. That in. Think it could be cute. I need to start. I need to start getting some highlight colors with this hair since it's just becoming a block currently. Big little highlight tones up here where it's slicked back. Dingy gray for shadows. That'll work. All blocked on this little laddie. I'm gonna do a little spooky thing for Miss Chance, potentially. I'm gonna turn off the line layer so I can blend this a bit more smoothly. See what colors that posterization added. That a bit more smooth. And it's very ramshackle when you use that layer. Round child. The roundest of boys. Oh, you might have missed it. It's been denoted that he's a criminal. He gives criminal energy, accordingly. Feels very dope boy. We might have to do a secondary dwarf a bit older, so it gives dwarf energy that Pillsbury Do criminal. You know? That is, I guess, just going to be a phase in dwarf life. Tones on his little nose. You have it out for this child, Chance. Is a nice little purple. Increasing squareness. My lord, and square your boy. You can add lines again. Be a proper little boy. Some lighter colors. Oh, two around on that tricky. Lighter color to his and blend this up. Did lose some of his base skin color with that posterization. I need to kind of block that back in since he's getting quite dull and sickly looking. Get a bit more red. Nice area. He's gotten better since then. He may have gotten better, but we could always have him relapse back to evil mode. Just a click of a layer. Let's get some warm little shadows. Pop this in. Oh, too warm, too light, not shadow. Okay. Do some playing around. I did not expect this boy to give you all of these very strong feelings of criminality. Just a boy, Jans. Little boy. This color kind of blends into little features. So menacing in the sketch skin. Is it the eyebrows? Might be the eyebrows. I'll give you the menacing aura. Look around the gallery. Yeah, I was debating doing hatching for that, and I realized I was going to do rendering anyway, so it was going to be a waste of time. So he has only the slightest kind of rounding of his little hatching lines. Let's see. I'm gonna grab another brush. This new boy wishes to squish his cheeks. Squish, squish. Let's get my little weird triangle one. Look at some texture into that. His eyes got really weird with that posterization. Kind of blend these colors just a smidge. Could be more in shadow. Lighten up. More pinky tones to the lips. A little too criminal. Both of them that color. Rosy little checks. And I think another thing that's kind of throwing me off is haven't darkened his kind of eyelid area. Let's kind of get that underway. Well, kind of a light, his little lip. Lip mark there. Get a bit desaturated. There we go. Just whoa. I don't know, there's something, for some reason I'm having the opposite effect, so I almost feel like he's more of a criminal with color in. I must document this child's crimes. More of a stark little light, this little dimple corner. Need to also make sure I get some green tones to his upper lip to have that read more like a stubble than a shadow hatching there. So I'm gonna get my more normal brush. Cheeks rounder to combat the criminal undertones. Round your cheeks, my lord. Let me make a quick black and white layer to kind of help me to know if something's whack with the values. Yeah, it's quite samey. Yeah, okay, we'll pop in another multiply layer to kind of strengthen our little shadows. The eye shading has added criminality back in somehow. I know this child just is such baked in criminal. I could see him in a British comedy with a little Cockney voice. How did I end up with that color? Interesting. Go, kind of pop this on to see. I think I just need to kind of, in general, lighten his face up. Just realized something. Oh no. If you say Jack Black like our resident Swede did, I'm gonna lose it. Let's pop in a little value adjustment layer to kind of lasso for what we do to Shadow as a child. Oh no. Oh no, you're correct. Oh, it's like a weird Laszlo Jack Black mix. This child is... Oh, we started with such an energy to this little pack I'm gonna do. My goodness. I never get the faces right on the animals. I've fully forgotten. Blair, level correction. There we go. Just in general lighten them a bit too dark in those hands. Yeah. Oh, it does look like you would be yep. Yep. Delete. Kind of sugar area I can let be a bit more dark in values. Then we bring that all to one layer. Let's see, I might pop in a quick soft light layer to reinforce our little face tones. See if that works out. This brush kind of. And saturate the tone up my brow a bit. Here. This is a brush that, I guess due to the shape, it doesn't have a cursor. So trying to do this without a screen tablet was a nightmare. Because it's only this one brush of all the ones I have. This one's just pernickety. Green tone back there. Slip it there. Get our little bluesies here. Just remember, Jack Black is in the Minecraft movie, so the Mind comment seems more connected now. What do you mean, the Minecraft movie? Explain yourself. No. Minecraft movie. Has this been... Jack Black is Steve. Uh-huh. And has this come out and I have fully managed to avoid this? Or is a require context, Swede? Coming soon. Oh, that's ominous. Oh, coming out soon. Great, good. April. What a cursed month that will be. Can't believe the spirit of Minecraft Jack Black haunted me for this sketch. Okay, I am sick of working underneath, so we're gonna start to destroy these lines. We're doing our overline layer. I can't. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate my lines as they kind of back up. I'm gonna take them and clip them to our work layer. So it's all kept neat there. I'm gonna lighten it a bit and saturate it. It kind of blends in a bit. Let's see. Yeah, we can change the hue to be a bit more purpley rather than red. Then we're gonna just merge it down. Now we're gonna start painting real sauce-wise. I'm gonna smooth out the little shadows here. Darken this with kind of very dark red, little nostrils. Make sure I don't go too... I want to keep this kind of face more in the light tones of our values. I don't want it to get too muddy. I believe dwarf children are probably always muddy. Very true, actually. Especially, as we've noted, this one's a criminal. Extra mud for you. God, you could just strap a porch to that nose. My goodness. My little circular brush to do his kind of little corner of his eye highlight. That little tapping there. Bring in this light pink. Highlight that lower lid. and do a little spin here. Yes. Get an easier time doing our little upper line highlights. He's got like tiny granny lying lips, I'm realizing. He's got a little secret. He's not gonna tell you though. Get some warmth to these little eyeshadows. Get some more pink in that nose. It somehow managed to escape it. My goodness. Seep that in here. Let me see if we can be popping and highlights somewhere around that nose. Could help. Re-square that a bit. It's a little forehead line. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to give this kind of brow ridge highlights. As if the rest of the head sinks back and be a little conical. Purple shadow we got going there. Let's see if that actually in his eye there. About my little weird triangle brush for textures. Kind of spin him. See if we can do this kind of larger forehead shadow. See if that works, or if we just ignore that. We might just ignore that. Put in a bit. some of these little purple shadows into other locations. I think also I'm going to add a little lighter hazily color to his eyes. See if that helps. This little fellow. Oh, way too askew, that line. Kind of a darker little line to his upper lid to be the little eyelash. Because that helps it's not look too weird. So we're in that awkward in between 18. A bit of a dark color to the little whatchamacallit. And then that will highlight a bit. There's some outfits kind of shading to cover the lines. Face a smidge of a break. Let's see. I guess that line got covered by the little apron, but I'm gonna do a little highlight line here since this is. I don't know if it's not gorget necessarily, it's some piecing on this whole capelet. Draws the eye a bit more. Honestly, the posterization did a lot of work for me with getting this woolen texture. So I play with it too much, mainly just to kind of cover up some of the line work here. I'm not gonna have a little, let's see, piece together. Okay, would actually have that lined there, since that would be done afterwards, the hemming. I'm sure we all come here to learn sewing lesson. With vague knowledge I possess on that subject. This little purple shadow we've got in various parts. I almost just kicked the switch to the computer. That would have been very fun. That blotted in. bigger brush to just whack in some shadows there. I'm not gonna focus too much on the detail for clothes, since I imagine the token will mainly be kind of this region. And you always want to focus on the face more. Recommend. Can't beat the devil ever, you know, brush, so we know. It's gotta slap in shadows and such. Shapes and colors? Don't know her. Never heard of her before. She doesn't exist. This line is slightly askew for this apron, where it should actually be placed, but we're just gonna pretend it was a poor craftsmanship who made this guy's little apron. Yeah. That works. Kind of go back to the face after I've had my little reprieve. Dwarf children must make their own clothes. They could be appropriately mocked for poor craftsmanship. That's character building, babes. His little Cupid bow shadow, a bit dark, but just smooth that out. I don't like that. Oh, bit red. Yeah. Smooth that along. Try to do some little hair roughing in. So grab this little shadow color. Let's kind of start with that. Okay, right, there's a mixture there. That happened. And a bit. A bit more haphazardous lines for the kind of sideburn, wispy area. Uniform. Might start to kind of delete this little neckline, have it be a bit more blended in. So grab my little red tone here. Kind of just ease that line away. Be a bit more careful about the one closer to his face. I vaguely remember from the lighting reference I lost. That was the only really dark part of the face that kind of where the chin was. So we're gonna just pop in some light colors on this side. Shows a bit more. Might lose a bit of the pinkness kind of around this area. Yeah, that's good. Certainly is an ear I've done no work on, and that will remain like that for a bit more. I'm gonna kind of just get rid of these eyebrow lines a bit to make them not as prominent. Get our actual hair color. Sneak them in here. Have this side be much more lighter. So it stands out from the kind of backdrop of hair here. Right here. Highlights around his nails. Place some of our little stubble. Got moss, and don't forget about her. I blend this upper lip one, making that look too weird. Let's see. I've been doing an hour and a half on this. Do I have any of the brushes I want to use with this blend? Right here. I'm just gonna fuss around with some other textures. Probably a bit too green there. Gotta draw in the eyebrows, so just gonna kind of use that a little. And I'm gonna try to. Let me shift his little forehead line down a little. Drawing my eye a bit. Question, when did you last save? You think I've saved at all this stream? Only for y'all hit the save button. Don't say I've never done nothing for you. Twirl's hair. My toxic art trait is I don't save. We make big. It was. I didn't. It was a long journey. I did not debig it. Just squished a little. You want the. Okay, you want the largest dwarf out? Is that what you. Give me a second. Let me. Is that better? Is that did we do it? What if I about that? Is that good? Is that good for Bitcoin? Now consider, Miss Jans. About that? It's been oh, unfortunate mine accident. I feel like every time I do a portrait, at some point, I feel the ear goes askew. But I'm gonna leave that for a bit in case I'm wrong. That it's got a little askew. Again, I have this little linen brush. Might pop this in on his little shirt. This is probably a linen of some sort, at least for a shirt. Ears cannot be controlled. Whack, wild idiocies. Let's pop on that. Let's see. Get rid of some of these apron lines. Fix this one up a bit. This little color here. Might try to splatter on some frecklage. Oh goodness, what brush would actually be good for that? What are you? You're too little. Good baby. I knew that would wake you up. You kind of work. I'll have to soften this up, but hopefully the terrible patterings from the microphone are canceled out. Sometimes baboos get it on their little chinny chin, I think. I'll change this. Hear no strange mix. Sounds good. I was bapping the microphone with the pen with this brush. Eraser. That kind of around the icy region. There. We're gonna pop on, because this is kind of a coarse brush, because it's probably not meant for this, but oh well. We're gonna pop in a little blur, a little Gaussian blur. It's locked. That's why it's not doing anything. Try this again. There we go. Okay. Oh, that is good. And I'll take my airbrush tool, put it on the eraser mode, and kind of just lighten up regions a bit, get away from his kind of ices. And these will probably disappear as I work, but kind of have them remnantly be there, these little specks and such. Careful. The lips are getting lost a bit. Gotta get reinstated. God, the only energy, like, I know we've been harking on this a bit, but he genuinely, I could see him as a background character in the Shrek movie. There's just something about him. Right, so some of his eyebrow bridge has been lost. I'm just gonna kind of put that back in. And this is gonna hurt Jenny. We're gonna de-cheekify him on this side. Because I, again, don't want him to accidentally come off as more halfling than a dwarf. Only a little de-cheekening. Only a smidge, I promise you. Look, you'll get your halfling soon as well. You'll get all the cheek action you want. Folkorn halfling masquerading for a child dwarf. Criminal. That's why these eyes. Damned eyes. You know, he can also masquerade as an elf if we just do this. As a headband. Oh, I'm an elf, my lord. Give me the little elf snacks. Really, 20 in disguise. Criminal. Jenny, too cruel to call her a teen, Weimar. Doesn't look sad enough. Yeah, we need to do a bit of this. There we go. Now he's a sad boy. Suddenly mischaracter. I'm almost wondering if I shrink his eyes a little. I wonder if that will be anything. Kind of to enforce squareness. The eyebrows need to be bushier. Yeah, that could do something. More hair on child. The issue, I debushed, terrible phrase, but we debushed him in the sketch because he was coming off as like a 50-year-old baby man. Because the thing is, with children are like the French with their eyebrows. They're very thin there. kind of just really makes him look like a real man when you do that. Yeah. I feel like the dwarf and halfling are going to be a struggle of just, you know what, they look like middle-aged men. I can't do nothing about I can't fix this. I might try to... And I know I played with the idea and didn't like it, but I'm stubborn. Have this kind of more prominent brow ridge. Oh, halfling's definitely going to be easier, because I've accidentally did that in a sketch phase. I can just make it round. A lot of this was just, okay, we're gonna have to square him up so he does it. So he kind of appears a bit more dwarfish. See if I can pull up. Because this was the initial sketch where he really does look like a halfling in his 50s. That is just a... yep, just a dude. Tron egg, done. Oh, you know what? You're so clever. Wait, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone. Give him little triangles like he's a Spyro baby. There we go! My beautiful perfect egg. My little beautiful perfect dragonborn babu. I'll be ready soon. John 9 bipedal lizard. Well, it is on the list. I almost look forward to attempting the Dragonborn baby, just because it'll be a less a struggle about this weird management of don't look like a 50-year-old dude, if he is just a little lizard guy. Maybe more eyebrow, but sparse and lighter. I'm not sure what. Yeah. Learn a lot about dwarf children during this stream. Amen there. can't tell this chin strap is not chin strap. This little tuff here is ruining my life with how he appears. I'm gonna quickly unlock this layer and draw a couple little strands because I had this in a sketch, but it got lost once it was locked down to the color layers. So we'll just kind of do a bit of these. Restate these. Add them, switch back. Let's see. Pop in. Yeah, so this value in his face is a bit of a nightmare. Just work at that. Well, do a bit of shading. There. Just real quickly. Can't believe you just called your child a nightmare. We've called him. I feel like we've called him a lot worse things than a nightmare. Neck kind of shaded a bit. And yeah, we called him French at one point. The most dastardly of insults. See how this works. Okay. I'm gonna actually take the mask and I'm gonna put a multiply layer and it's gonna look whack. Let's see. Tighten that up a bit. Okay. That works, I think. Okay, yeah. We can work with that. This. And I'm gonna be looking here. That. Copy that. That's This down. This. I think we're gonna smooth out these little shadows and then I might call it for this lab. Since we've been going for, how long have we been going? Almost 2 hours. That's a pretty solid allotment of time. Granted, probably would have liked to have gotten more done on this boy, but I'm gonna blame that I lost all my references for him last minute. Yeah, let's go with that. Mm-hmm. The spin. It's an easier time doing that little shadow. Oh, wrong little line grab there. Spin. Whee! I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to figure out something else because I think he has accidentally warped back the halfling, even with the terrible little stubble. I cannot believe my struggles in life. Still think he has essence of dwarf. Maybe I've just been staring at him too long in this horrible little French child face. Nose, I think. Yeah, I need to refine my references on that and do the shadow proper like. To get that more solidly in. Grab my little hairbrush here. Oh, that made him look very sick. A little brush here, do a kind of a wide sweep. Been trying to find an image for an NPC this entire stream. Oh no, that's been a while. Trying and failing. Is it for Witchlight or the future campaign? Future campaign rip. Theoretically, that means you have time. Maybe. Unless you're gonna have to put on a fake mustache and pretend to be someone else and have me commission me to do it. Which I won't put past you. God, this is actually I've been working on a mostly flipped canvas entire stream. Teehee. Multiple accounts, commission secrets. Oh, she's so stealthy. But yeah, I think. Oh, my second save of the stream. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Most of the base colors and such down, but I'll have to pedal away with for a couple more hours before I'm satisfied. But thank all of you for hopping on over. And hopefully I should see you next Sunday if we can keep this little routine up. Bonsoir.